All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to another new behind the scene podcast episode, Sunday Night Heat, Wakanda Forever edition. I am your co-host, Dion Donovan, aka Diversity Demon Dion. I'm a writer. You guys can find me on Title Page Comics, and you'll be seeing me bullshitting on Facebook and social media. So, without further ado, here's my co-host,
D Smith,
D Smith. Demon Deacon. No, I'm sorry, Deacon
Demon.
D. Smith.
Is that the AKA Demon Deacon?
Ranger representative or representation. Ranger representation. Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
Just your ordinary guy. AKA just your ordinary guy.
I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say that. Next time.
Yeah, man. But yeah, today is a pretty heavy day in nerd spaces. We did get the news of the passing of the icon Jason David Frank, JDF, as the Mighty Morphin White, Green Ranger, Zeo Red, Turbo Red,
AKA Tommy.
AKA Tommy.
As kids, that's all we knew. We knew most of the Rangers' names, but when you thought of any Ranger, it was always that guy named Tommy. Dude was like the man fully embraced that aspect. Most actors would be like, oh no, I'm beyond that, and oh no, I don't do that. And he was one of the first actors to really just fan service, just giving back to the fans constantly, bro. Mm-hmm.
Reunion episodes, cameos. I remember before this whole con circuit blew up, back in 2012 in Baltimore, Otakon, I got to meet him for a fan meet and greet. And to this date, I think that's the only fan meet and greet at a convention I've actually paid for was JDF. Because it was just like, oh shit, the Green Ranger is in Baltimore. What? And I was just getting into Super Sentai Power Ranger cosplayers cosplaying, and we all got our suits, dude, and we got a group, we got photos. So he was really cool, man. JDF,
I bet he was really cool. He seems like he goes the extra mile. Unlike a lot of other people, he seems like he always went the extra mile.
Right. I mean, I've had friends who just met him in the hallway, and he just took a quick pic or just said a quick hi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I was nervous. Of course, I was a little bit nervous. You know what I mean? But he was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, you ready to take this picture?" I was like, yeah. We took the picture, and it's from 2012. It was on my camera phone, whatever. And it's like, to me now, it's like kind of priceless now. I never got an autograph or anything like that. It was just a chance to
say what? No,
I didn't get an autograph. No, I thanked him. I got to say hi and I got the picture. But yeah, man, he was one of those guys who really pioneered the whole I can make it, he was one of the early con dudes.
Yo,
what's going on, bro? What up? Salute.
What's up with y'all brothers, man?
Not much,
man. Just talking a little bit about JDF, the news for today.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut into y'all wisdom, man. What you were saying, D. Smith?
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I hadn't thought about him in years. He's been doing this for so long, and he's been at it. I hadn't paid him any thought, but when you posted that, my immediate thought was like, damn. When I think about it, I'm like, he was like the first one, the very first one.
Right.
That I could think of that was a hero. And an anti-hero at that, because I was like 6 years old when I first saw Power Rangers, 5 years old. One of the very first things I ever watched. So one of the first people I ever knew was him. And he was always there. And even in those later seasons, especially because I stopped watching, I want to say Ninja Storm was the last one I was gonna watch, but then he came back for Dino Thunder. And I was like, fuck, I gotta watch Dino Thunder. And then after Dino Thunder, when SBD started, I gave up on that shit because it was starting to get corny.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's the OG of it all,
Oh yes, most definitely.
He's like the Tony Stark of the Power Ranger universe, essentially.
I say more like Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers? Okay.
Steve Rogers.
Okay.
I would say Billy would have been the Tony Stark if they kept
Joking now. For 5 episodes, he wrecked hell on them guys, bro. For 5 episodes, man, he was tearing that ass up, bro. Like, yeah. He threw
bro, him saying that all the time.
Yeah.
See, after this, I gotta go look up the supercut. All the times he just went, yo.
Yeah. You do that to any convention, everybody knows where that comes from. You know what I mean? Everybody knows, bro. So it's sad, man. It's sad, man. Mental illness, man. It's a real damn thing, man. You've never. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, and that shit's kind of supernatural. It's like a ghost story until you actually kind of experience it, and then you're like, what the fuck, you know? So yeah, man. It's Charles.
What's cracking, homies? What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. Just talking a little bit about
real quick, JDF. Charles. Where's my book at?
It's coming, bro.
Where's my book at?
It's coming. It's coming.
I'm gonna send that an old Simpsons. I don't know if it's a Simpsons meme, but there's an episode where Bart is waiting on a spy camera, and every day he goes to the woman, the post lady, and he's like, "Lady, where's my spy camera? Where's my spy camera?" And she starts saying, "Where's my spy camera? Where's my spy camera?" Every day you always like, "Where's my spy camera? Where's your spy camera?" Charles, where's my spy camera?
He said, "Where's my book, man? Come on, brother."
I was letting the Wakanda black hole finish.
No, you need to be striking with the iron is hot, man. I want it burning my fingertips, bro.
Oh shit!
Don't worry, you got it. You're gonna get a fresh.
D-Smith's in the mood, man. He wants more African mythology. He's like, I need more. You know what I mean? If anyone else is interested, I do have a black hero in Africa indie comic book that you guys might be interested in. You know those guys who
how African is he? How African is he?
They try to plug their book in the comment section and no one gives a fuck.
DM for more info, right?
DM for more info. Right. Yo, Black Comic Lord, what's going on?
Oh, what up? Hey, big shout outs to Brother Herschel, man. You put your government name out there, brother. You put your government name out there, brother. Whoa. I don't know, man. I don't know, brother.
Yeah, man. This I mean, he ain't telling no lies, man. He ain't telling no lies. And the rest of the fam. I know they're doing a live stream right now. I'll definitely check them out later on. You know what I mean? And but dude, Wakanda forever, man. Let's just get into it. Oh, before I get into that, just rest in power, Jason David Frank, for what he did for our childhoods and, just kicking ass, taking names, and what he did in that convention scene, the hustle, the fan appreciation. He really was showing up for all the other actors out there who thought it was belittle of them to do kind of nerd, geek kind of roles. He really showed a pay way of like, no, you can have fun with this. You can enjoy this, enjoy the fans. Actually got in the ring, actually threw hands, man. Like he was a real one.
Most definitely. He was a real one. Didn't he do MMA for a second?
Yep, I think he
did. Yeah, he did a couple matches. Yeah.
Hey,
Herschel, what's up, bro?
I did want to ask you one question though. So the Green Ranger is life, right? Like so it's official. Green Ranger always is going to be above the White Ranger. Right. I just want to get that on record. Officially, that's on record, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I mean, we can get into some of that a little bit later, get into some of that a little bit later. But yeah, man, rest in power to that man,
Mm-hmm.
And I can't add on to anything that you said, Brother Donovan. You know what I mean? That was some wisdom that you put out there, man. Real talk.
Appreciate it. And Herschel, we definitely got to get you on here, man. But I don't know, that might go against y'all branding. I don't know, man. We might have to get you like 2 or 3 down, man. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, you gonna have to run a disclaimer in here, spitting out the nuclear launch code at that point. Hey, under my mattress.
For real, man. Herschel, you got to spin the block, bro. You got to spin the block, man.
Black Comic Lords back bin edition. The back bins, you know what I mean?
Word.
I like that title. That's a good title, Donovan.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's that writing shit right there. So second week after the premiere of Wakanda Forever. Whew, man, it's been pretty interesting out there in these internet streets. It's been interesting in person.
200 million later.
200 million.
$200 million later.
Hold on. What do you say? I just want to say this. If one more beta black male says our black boys don't have nobody to look up to, we're going to start recasting fathers.
Thank you.
There it is.
Thank you. That's all. Hey. Well said. Well said.
All right. You know what? Fuck it, man. Let's what the people want. Let's go into there. So, fuck it. This is what they want. This is what they want. So, in this day and age, right? We have no black. What are these little black boys going to look up to, right? In this day and age where you have the internet, you have all this access to information to research and to find out real life historical figures. You have more than enough entertainment. Never before in human history have we had so much access to entertainment, books, novels, comics, everything, right? And
you could just Google it like I did, but
all these resources and access, and it's just like, I just want it spoon fed to me in one movie. I just don't. I can't get with that, man. I just feel like it's just a limited scope, bro. Like, I don't know how it's an agenda. It's an agenda if Hollywood doesn't give you it, but they're cool if they do give you what you want. I mean, can you have it both ways? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, what do you think, Charles? What do you think, Charles? Because I know you've had some. You've been burning up for this past week too, bro. What
do you think? Man, no. I mean, I don't see how the recast would have. I really don't see it, I don't understand how they can't try and imagine how that would look, and then be like, "No, that's a bad idea." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's like even like, okay, recast, put somebody in there. Like the idea that no one's even can process how that would look and just be like, dead it, that idea. That's the shit that's hilarious to me. Like, okay, let's do that. Let's rethink. What would that look like to you? Who?
They don't got the answers. Who? They don't got the answers.
This is Edward Norton and Homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not. They don't got the answers, brother. They don't got the answers.
You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
They don't got the answers.
They don't
at all.
And look, I'm not like, I'm totally for, like, I'm not like anti-recast like forever. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like in the future, for sure. You know, at some point, yeah, for sure. I think they made the best decision possible, and me personally, I would not feel comfortable telling Ryan Coogler he was in his feels making this film.
Nah.
Okay. Me personally, I don't know how I could tell him, saying, "Hey, man, you were great on the first one, but you should have stepped down for this."
I thought it was actually a tribute light. Like,
you tribute light, man. There was a lot of tribute.
Hold on, Charles. Your audio is coming through a little bit scratchy, brother.
Yeah, it is coming a little scratchy.
Little bit scratchy, bro.
Still scratchy? I'll be back.
All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't with Chadwick Boseman on those press tours. I wasn't with him backstage. I wasn't with him on set. I don't think I couldn't comfortably stand in front of Ryan Coogler and the cast and crew, say, "Hey, y'all should have stepped down and let others take over for the better of the film." You know,
the pre-production.
Eat the pre-production. Can you imagine if I go up to the Celtics CEO in my Paul Pierce jersey and say, "Hey, man, Ime Udoka got the Celtics to the championship in one year. You know, even though he might have been sleeping with your wife, I think you should keep him as coach." You know what I'm saying? So we can get that next championship to beat the Lakers, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a difference between being a fan, and then also being in the industry, being the people providing the product.
Making the best decision on all sides versus just catering to one person.
It was tribute. Like,
let me say one thing.
Go ahead, man.
Let me. I said this 2 years ago when we were at the end of 2020 when we were on with Orion, Daniel, and brother Justin. Right, there's a difference between doing what's necessary and what people want you to do. There's a difference, sir. There's a difference between doing what's right and what people want you to do. And in this instance, it was in good taste. I will say that as far as everything that y'all are saying here, it comes down to a matter of what's tasteful in context to what that person meant to the people who were involved with what it was they were doing. It would have been distasteful. It would have looked a little bit too much like business to me if they would have recasted that character.
Absolutely.
You got to think about it has to be tasteful. At the end of the day, you go to this movie, if they would have recasted this character and just pretended that none of this stuff happened, it would have looked kind of crazy on the part of Marvel and Disney. That umbrella with those mouse ears is in the business of doing everything tasteful. They're in the business of making money, but they're also in the business of not looking like the bad guy. You don't want to do anything to alienate anybody, and you don't want to do anything to appear distasteful. The most tasteful thing possible that they could have done, in my opinion, is carrying out this movie the way they carried it out.
Absolutely.
Agree.
Yeah. And like I understand, what I'm saying? I understand as like, as a fan of the character, you've been reading from day one, but it is ultimately it's one iteration, you know what I'm saying? It's one iteration. It's not like you'll never see new stories, new, it's I can understand the frustration, but I also can understand why the cast and crew would not be comfortable with that for this film. And I think the audiences would have been like, read the room. From the majority of the people, they thought it was a beautiful tribute. It didn't take up too much of the film. And they moved on, and we got our new Panther with Shuri, which is in the comics. And I know Shuri was only Black Panther for like 5 issues in the comics or 10 issues, whatever. She had a little run, but we understand now, the MCU is not the comics, bro. It's not. The MCU is its own version. It doesn't have, it's not we never say it's a 1-for-1,
It's its own run. It's its own run.
It's its own run.
Shut up.
It's its own freaking run. But I am I did enjoy the film. I need to go see it again. My impressions leaving it was I can't believe they pulled it off, due to the circumstance, pandemic filming, the pressures of delivering a sequel. I give more than enough credit to Ryan Coogler, the cast and crew for pulling this shit off, because this was, I don't know, Letitia Wright getting injured. I mean, this is kind of short of a miracle that they got this film off the ground and delivered in the way they did, looking back at it. With the pressures of delivering a sequel to $1 billion franchise and literally the most popular fictional Black character of modern history.
Straight up.
Yeah. D. Smith, man, what were your thoughts leaving the theater when you saw Wakanda Forever?
Just like you said, they pulled it off. He managed to have a full bus on fire with a bomb attached to it. And Kevin Feige said you can't get under 90 miles an hour, and he still managed to make it through the finish line.
Gave him speed rules.
and he still managed to make it through the finish line. And for the most part, besides the recast T'Challa people, most people didn't really complain. Complain. We got another good character out of it that I want to see more of with Namor. That was excellent. I thought Namor to me, I thought he was just gonna be another Seaman. I thought he was just gonna be another like light version or another stupid version of
Aquaman light.
Aquaman light. And he turned out to be I whoop Aquaman's ass. If anybody copied anybody, he said Aquaman copied me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. It was good. I was a little surprised with Shuri. I'm glad that how do I put this? I'm glad she started. She took on the mantle, and the way that they went about it, I wish they would have pushed a little bit more onto her a bit there. But everything else was pretty good. I don't think we needed Ironheart in this, but I guess she was only meant to really be a cameo anyway. So yeah,
gotta plug her in for Disney Plus series.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. That's corporate.
Yeah,
right yeah.
But it was good. It was good, and I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah. Dope, man. Dope. Yeah, Namor was like, he was sick, man. I was really intrigued with the character. Mm-hmm. I thought it was really smooth not to do straight up Atlantis.
Yes.
We're going back to Atlantis with the Little Mermaid next year. DC Comics DC already beat them to the punch. And then next month we're going right back in the water.
We about to get a whole group of blue people next
some more
month.
Blue people.
I like these blue people though. These blue people about business.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't tolerate foreigners coming into their land like the other ones did. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit! Wakanda got their ass whooping this one.
Come and take it. Oh shit!
But yeah, man, I like that. Wakanda was on their ass for the whole film, which felt good. It was good tension, high stakes. Everybody could go. Everyone could go. Like you literally felt like at any moment, any character can get it. You know what I mean? Like this. Mm-hmm. These guys, the Telecom, the people from Telecom was just like powerful, bro. They were powerful. They showed them these water grenades, jumping off orcas, they jumping on you on the bridge, or jumping on orcas. You know what I'm saying? Getting the spears. They were lethal.
Yeah, the singing. I like the little singing they did. That was a good, nice tactic.
Yeah. I mean, they killed the queen, bro, in this shit, man.
Gamble. That was a gamble.
Slow down. Let's take that.
We'll take this one.
Angela.
Lord.
All right.
Go ahead, Jack. Man. Go ahead.
So I want to say this, man. Like, Angela Bassett was really the MVP of this movie.
Absolutely.
Over Namor, over Shuri, Angela Bassett was the MVP of this movie, bro. Like, there were points in this movie when she was yelling at old girl.
Okoye.
Bro, I felt like I was being yelled at, sitting in the seat.
Your mom was yelling at you, right?
Bro, like that's what it felt like, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I don't think there'll be any awards consideration for Angela Bassett, but there should be. Just with the way that she portrayed that character and and transitioned us from the beginning of the movie all through the first act into the second act of the movie.
True.
Best character in that movie, bro. When it's time to rewatch this movie, her performance is going to be the thing that I go back to and continue to get the most out of, bro. I just wanted to say that, man. Like, real talk. That can't go understated because she's still one of the most beautiful women on earth, but also showed y'all, like, she's been a great actress for almost 40 years now, over 40 years now.
Killing it.
True.
And the circumstances behind and the circumstances behind this movie required her to step up and required the character to step up. So real life events contributed to a great performance and a great characterization of somebody going through grief.
Yeah,
in my opinion, and it was risky to wipe her out. Like
a gamble.
That was
Heavy.
A gamble.
Just put the dagger in just a little bit more. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I was like, ain't no way. Oh shit! Like, I was like, ain't no way, and they did it. That's brave storytelling. I mean, that's bold. That's bold.
That was very bold.
To sweep the rug underneath her feet, like after the sentiments of the funeral sequence in the first 10 minutes. Yep. Gosh, man, like you really were like, yo, fucking Namor, man. This it made you feel like, yo, he's kind of got to go. It definitely heightened his level of just purpose and scale in the film of an antagonist for sure, man. All the characters had this stuff. I was really surprised Denai Guerrera stepped up with Okoye with her role. She had more screen time, which was great, phenomenal. I'm not sure about the Midnight Sun outfit, but I did like her with Shuri. He's like, thumbs down. They need to go back to the drawing board with that with Sam Wilson's suit. But I enjoyed her acting in this film. I think the supporting cast, this is one of those films where everyone stepped up their performances. Winston Dukes and Baku, Lupita Nyong'o. Unfortunately, Everett Ross was pretty that was a pretty
he did what he was supposed to do.
He did what he was supposed to do. Minor role. Had one white character in there say, hey, there's white people in there.
We smashing scrolls now? That's what we're doing? We smashing scrolls? That's what we're doing.
Our fools.
Oh man.
Wait. So Charles, I got a question for you here, bro.
What's up, homie?
So you mentioned grief. You mentioned that being a device to tell the story and how to convey what it is that we're doing with Black Panther, with Wakanda Forever. Do you feel like with what Ryan Coogler has done through these two movies, do you have to put them in a different category from everything else that we're seeing in the MCU in terms of?
Dude, isn't it? Yeah, it's a whole other genre, man. It's a whole other genre. He's tackling way more. He's tackling topics with way more nuance than the other. It's not even close, frankly. I mean, Thor's got the comedy thing going on.
Multiverse of Madness was technically grief, not done well, but
which one?
Multiverse of Madness.
Well, see,
they didn't let them get deep with that.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. Not done well.
Yeah, they didn't
that
let
was
them get
surface
deep
level.
It could have been
surface level.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like the family dynamic, like no one else
really
because
that's really what it's about to me at the end of the day. Wakanda as a nation, as a country, they're a family.
Straight up.
Everything that they do is together. There isn't one, and this is what I learned paying attention in the first movie. There isn't one thing that happens to these characters in Wakanda that doesn't affect everyone else.
Everybody else. Yep.
And you see how everyone is impacted, but you also see how everyone cares. It's not the same as for example, Aquaman. In Aquaman, what was Ocean Master's motivation? What was he motivated by?
He wants to rule the world.
Because they're throwing trash in the water.
They want to rule the
pollution is bad.
But we didn't
stop eating tuna.
Right.
Eating tuna.
But we didn't really see how all of Atlantis was affected by him trying to wage war on that.
True.
I like to. The family thing is important. With Namor and his people there, he wasn't alone in making his decision to fight. And he was doing what it was he was doing, not to be a tyrant or anything like that, but ultimately he was a guy trying to look out for his family.
For his people, straight up.
We're We're not getting that. We're not getting that from Thor, brother.
Nah,
we're not getting that from Thor.
Nah.
You know,
we're not.
Asgard still feels empty.
You know,
as a, the shit's a theme park right now, bro. It's a Sweden escape.
Yeah, but like, it's a fishing theme park.
Asgard never felt. Damn, this shit's SeaWorld Light.
And it's a harder way to tell
SeaWorld
a story,
Lights.
But it's way more fulfilling. It's a harder way to tell a story to like you have a plot point and all these people on the spectrum are affected by it and like their stories are intertwined. It's harder, but it's fulfilling as hell. It feels authentic. So yeah, it's a way harder storytelling method, but it's so fulfilling. Like it's a whole other, outside of everyone's bias and stuff, it's a whole other genre within the MCU. Ryan, they should just give Ryan whatever the fuck he wants.
There you go. Exactly.
I agree.
Like even what the Russos did with Captain America is not up to what Ryan's done with Black Panther. I would say that.
As far
it's a dark family drama.
Exactly. There's elements that have action in it. There are traces of why we like the superhero genre, but he's taking that and telling stories that matter.
Straight up. Yep.
And to the people that are actually paying attention, thank you, because this is what it's about at the end of the day, bro. Like this is really what it's about. It's cool that we read comic books and that we're fans of comic books, but the entire reason we get into this shit is to take something away from it, bro. Like it can't all be about fucking fist fights. It can't all be that. You know what I'm saying?
Mindless fist fighting at that too.
Yep.
Like we gotta have some vegetables on the plate, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. And Ryan Coogler's delivering that for real. Especially with Phase 4. It's the most serious take we've gotten since what? The Avengers films, essentially.
Probably.
Infinity War.
That's a good question.
I was about to say Shang-Chi, right? Since
Shang-Chi was solid, but can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
I just say one thing that we do need to get away from in these MCU movies going forward that I hope they really address? We need to get away from the big scale fight scenes where it's one side versus the other side. We need to get away from that. We got that in Multiverse of Madness. We got it in Shang-Chi. Did we get one in Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fighting on a dragon, bro. It was a
yes.
Okay.
Him fighting with his pops and then the dragon.
Wait, Multiverse was an army. It was one-on-one for the most part, right?
Doctor Strange's dead people, I guess.
Right. Because I thought when they went to Kamar-Taj, I thought that the wizards were like fighting some shit. What were they fighting?
Yeah, that was like the middle. That was like a middle.
That was like in the beginning of the film, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's toward the end.
No. Middle. I know we talking about the kingdom when she was invading the kingdom. And
okay. Yeah.
So even in Love and Thunder, like I get it, but what they're doing, it's always going to look smaller in scale to what they did in Infinity War and in Endgame.
Yeah, that was a really glaring flaw when you saw the battle. And it's like, what happened to all those forces in Infinity War? And who showed up at the end of Endgame? Like,
right. We gotta figure out a new way to advance into the climax of these movies than Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi got his chain snatcher, bro. Sean got his chain snatcher, bro. Well, we gotta move past the big time. It's for me, it goes like the Mortal Kombat Armageddon opening scene where it's like one side, and just come together and fight. Like we got to get away from that, please.
Yeah,
because I'm getting tired of seeing it, and it's not.
It is the spectacle.
I feel like maybe Ant-Man will. It seemed like in the trailer they were hinting at Kang manipulating him into doing something he doesn't want to do but has to do. So maybe we'll start to see some new ground, possibly.
Yeah, because that's really My bad. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I mean, I was just gonna say you're absolutely right. When the battle on the ship, it was cool visuals, but we really just wanted Namor versus Namor versus Shuri was like, oh, I'm interested, I'm invested. Like they were going at it hard. That was a personal grunge match, man. That was a no holds barred main event, Judgment Day 2003. I'm a mark.
It was like a either you gonna die or I'm gonna die situation.
Right. That shit was much better than the scale battles that we see all the time. We like the personal battles.
Because the thing Game of Thrones did is that each time we got these big battles, they look different from the one that was before it. So the battle at the wall didn't look like the battle with the bastards in Winterfell, and that didn't look like the battle with the Blackwater.
Okay, so you're not completely against the concept. You just want to
it has to look different.
Yeah.
They can do that,
right? Because
what, Uncle Jack, the same complaint you have is what people get mad about, like in Iron Man, the first Iron Man, how he just basically fought another version of himself.
Another Iron Man.
And then Ant-Man, he fought another version of himself. Like I get what you're saying. It is more like they're readdressing the same meal, and calling it something else, and you're eating it, and it's like this is the same shit from last week.
The aesthetics have to be a little bit different. That's the only thing that kind of dragged it down a little bit for me, man. But you mentioned, so you don't think Riri Williams should have been in this movie, D. Smith? What do y'all think about that?
I feel like she was underutilized, and she was just there to say hi and bye. And yeah, I know that, but I still feel like we should, if we were gonna do that, we should have did something a little bit more with her. But
she was the American perspective on Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? She was kind of like.
Looked like he froze.
Wakandans coming here in America. Am I out?
No, you're back.
You're back in now. You're back in.
Yeah, you went in the blender for a second.
Okay. I got glitched out, man. Craig on this shit now. But yeah, I think Riri was it was like our perspective on things, and she was kind of like a minor world building aspect of like how do other people's view Wakandans, and they're kind of like the bougie, classy, like people you want to strive to be like. You know what I'm saying? And she provided the humor and kind of like a shadow character to Shuri to help Shuri get through her grief as well.
I like Hollow when she started talking about old girl like that.
About the on her head,
her hair. I had to hold it in because there was too many people around me. I was just like, man, if I was at home.
Yeah, I didn't mind her at all. I liked that she was an American perspective. I feel like that was lacking from the first one. So I'm glad they probably took that into perspective. I would have cut that car chase scene just from a film. Personally,
it was.
Well, we worked it because I was thinking like, what are we doing? I mean, it looks nice, but it's like
that's not gonna work for me, brother.
That's like 15 minutes we could have saved right there. I would have cut that. Personally, but I liked that she was a good perspective. I liked that she was comic relief. Before further into the film, I'm like, did they just send the cops to pick up a rule over sovereign nation? Is that what's happening right now? But Everett Ross made a line about it later. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let that one slide. But y'all didn't just send the cops to pick up the princess of a sovereign nation. Like y'all just gonna put cuffs on her and put it in the back. What? Y'all are gonna get killed. What are you talking about? But Everett Ross made a comment about it further. I'm like, I'll let that slide. But I would have cut that car chase scene.
Yeah.
Hey,
it didn't feel necessary.
Real quick, guys. When is the Thunderbolts coming? Does anybody know?
I mean, it's already introduced. You had Homegirl in it, the Madam Hydra chick, but
I was thinking about it now though, because from what I've been told, Thunderbolts and the next Captain America are supposed to play hand in hand. with each other.
Yeah.
With this particular movie, so
makes sense.
Yeah.
So this. Well, my bad, Donovan. You got it, brother.
I'll just say one thing about Riri. I think she represents the change that T'Challa and Killmonger fought for in the first film. When he said, oh, you were wrong. You turned your back on the world.
Heavy.
The first film, Killmonger introduced those changes. Now we get to the second film. If the first film never happens, Riri's dead. Wakandans don't care. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
that's a good point.
I love that
she's
she
not
was
one
the conflicts.
I didn't even think about
conflict.
Like so it's the storytelling evolving to be like, oh, they, even Killmonger admitted, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't be in this kind of predicament because of the changes they made and how they viewed her. They viewed her as like one of their own now. They changed their mindset. It's not just Wakandans for Wakandans. You know what I'm saying? So she represented that change that T'Challa fought for in the first film.
That's beautiful. I like that.
I would agree up until they asked for that suit back. Hey, you can't vote when you home, but you gonna be over there, so you want to bring that back over here. We don't want you getting jacked for it. So by the U.S. government, no.
The only thing I wanted to say though, what up, Jay? What
up,
Jay?
Jay the Blurred. What's going on, man?
What's happening, homie?
The only thing I want to say though is that they got to be careful with that character because, and this is why I say this.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the Guardians of the Galaxy look like fucking scrubs in Love and Thunder because they were not written and handled by James Gunn. They look like fucking scrubs for that 5 minutes. They came off looking terrible in that movie, bro. Straight up and down.
Wasn't that great? Yeah.
They gotta be careful. They gotta be careful with Riri Williams because I don't know that anybody besides Ryan Coogler knows how to handle that character. Like whatever they do,
he's a producer on.
I hope so.
I think. Yeah, but say he's gonna be doing something with the show.
He's on that.
I feel like he's gonna at least do a couple, maybe the first episode.
He's safe.
1 or 2.
He's safe, Uncle Jack.
That's bro. Because it can get shaky. Yeah,
we saw Naomi. We saw it.
Yeah.
No, you're saying we didn't see Naomi. That's what you're saying.
I didn't watch that, but I know people said
you're saying we didn't see Naomi. That's what.
Of course, we didn't. We didn't.
But no, because it can get a little bit shaky when somebody else is trying to cook your food and serve it to you, even though the ingredients might be a little different.
Not even the right pot.
No,
not even the right pot, bro. Horrible.
Not enough seasoning, bro. They didn't put no seasoning salt. They just used pepper and salt.
The hell is Old Bay? Will you get it? The hell is Old Bay?
So yeah, if that's covered, then I'm with it, bro.
I think he's in it. I think he has his hands in it.
Right, I'm with that, man.
I tell you what, I've never cared for Riri Williams on print. No, I like her on screen. So
yeah, they did good.
Yeah, they did. So the next thing I want to kind of chop it up about here, do you think that she should have killed Namor?
No. My whole thought while watching it was, please don't kill Namor.
Please don't kill Namor. I love that you're thinking she was gonna kill Namor like the whole time. Oh, this dog.
I was thinking that she was going to, and I felt the dark side of the Force.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, like he was right next to her. That was my music line. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fall to the dark side.
Is that because you liked him as a character? Why do you think she should not have done it, bro?
Because it up until that point, before she switched over, it wasn't in her nature to do that. And only through her talking to only through her brother's loss, talking to Killmonger, and other events clouded her judgment to do it, to want to do it.
Yeah.
But even there, when her mother had to step in at the last minute, which I loved, she saw her mother and she remembered who she really was.
Yeah.
And then she made a smart queen decision to keep him alive.
Yeah.
And she said it with blunt force, so he understood that next time this happens, I will take your head.
Yeah. That was dope.
That's what I got out of that scene, brother.
I wish there were more seeds of her rage. If we're gonna go with that,
yeah, it did feel sudden,
like,
but
I saw Killmonger. I'm angry now. Like it felt a little bit like that. I'm like, I would have loved to see. That would have felt a lot more like if there were seeds of like she's when she was talking about T'Challa. She said that she wants to burn the world down, but that was like the only line.
Yeah. And it felt generic to me. It felt a little like, I sort of get it, but you still sound like someone writ that on a paper and just like a cue card, and she just looked at it off screen and said it. Like
they probably
it didn't feel like her. It didn't feel like
it didn't. Yeah, the rage thing, which obviously it's one of the things of grief.
Yeah.
It would have been better if it was
handled better
throughout the narrative.
Yeah,
that she's
most
like
definitely
on
most
edge.
Definitely.
Okay. But in respect of that, with the mother coming back with the Queen Mother, show them who you are, which was another theme throughout. It made sense not to kill.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I almost forgot.
And I was worried that I wouldn't like Namor, or Namor, if I'm saying that right, because he didn't look intimidating to me. But I like that they went with less like, I'm the king of Talokan, to like he's like desperation, like bury your dead, you're the queen now. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, it's not like I'm Namor, I've killed everyone. So like it's desperation, which is way scarier than unordained like Thanos. I'm ordained to fix the world. Desperation's always scarier. So I like that they played that. I would have liked his people poking at him a little bit more in the back. There was only a scene of that at the end.
Hashtag bad guys always win.
Wait.
Always win, man.
Wait a minute.
Especially in a Coogler film.
Hashtag bad guys always
Especially
win.
in a Coogler movie, bro. We all
right? Didn't he just kill her mama and point at her? Say, hey.
Wait, so Donovan, so should she have got him out of there, bro? Donovan, what's your take on that? I got my take, but I'm gonna let you go ahead, bro.
Bro, I don't know. Someone, if
all is fair and love.
If your mama goes, you gonna spare someone? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's shit. Especially after losing your brother and your daddy in less than 3 years.
Friends tomorrow, enemies today.
Oh man,
I know for friends today, enemies tomorrow,
bro. I know for a character, keeping in the character, she should have spared him. But like, nah, man. I think Namor. Look, we going to war, damn it. I don't give a fuck, man. Like this dude went too far. Hey, that's too much loss, man. But it is a statement they were trying to go with that character move right there. But I don't know, man. I think I would have plunged. I would have killed his ass, bro. I would have killed his ass, bro.
Hey, well,
ain't no way, bro. You gotta go.
This is where it comes back to for me, right? Like, I like what they did, but I can't help but think how much more interesting how much would the internet have been pissed off? How much would the marksman have been pissed off if
you just want to see the world burn?
If this movie ends with Shuri being the world heavyweight champion of Talokan, bro, and telling them,
I would have loved maybe she took something like an arm.
Bro, if she got him out of there and said y'all are gonna get down or lay down, how would the internet take that? How would the internet take that?
They built up the representation too much. They're about to off him on TV. They built it up too much, bro. LA streets would have been on fire. They built up the representation and everything. They can't just off him. They can't off him. Can you imagine?
Are you saying East LA would be on fire?
It would have been a wrap.
No, it would have been a fire. They can't do that. Come on. Charles, you got everybody outside doing this and you off him? Come on, bro.
Hey, Charles, are you saying East LA would be on fire?
He said all of it.
They would have been all of it. They can't do that. They got everyone out there, You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
can't do it then off the man. Come on,
man, so it wouldn't apply. I respect
nah,
it.
They couldn't do that. If they didn't build it up that way, and it was like,
if he was just a straight bad guy, yeah, but
all the way gone. Everett Ross accidentally kills her. They kill him right there. Just like a car accident. She was in the car, killed that man right there.
Oh shit!
Dr. Umar Johnson have been live streaming that night. My brothers, they have us going against our Latino brothers and sisters. Stop the war. Let me say this again.
He with the hands, because that's how he be talking.
Initiates a race war. Initiates a race war.
Oh man.
Who do you know?
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? We know they weren't gonna off him, but like with what they did, subverting expectation, I was like, yo, is she gonna off him? Like I was thinking like, so that's perfect writing right there. That I actually thought she might do something pretty lethal to the guy. So
no, that's fair.
And Letitia Wright, like I thought she was gonna off him. Like when they're in the ship, I'm like, yo, she looks like she's actually like burning to just plunge something into his heart.
So
crazy performance.
I mean, that's cool, but I would love to see one of these movies end with somebody making a heel turn, bro.
Like just turning bad?
Not turning bad, but just setting a precedent. Like, I'm not fucking around. When Wanda did it in WandaVision, it was refreshing.
It was.
And I wanna see them kind of have the guts to do that again. But you made some good points as to why that couldn't happen.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah. I can't even knock that. You made some valid points.
You know how like whenever there's a court verdict and the cops are on stand, but that's what would happen on the premiere of Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Ryan Coogler wouldn't have got he wouldn't have got off with that one. You're right. He wouldn't have been able to skate. He wouldn't have been able to skate off with that one.
He's saying them gates at the premiere should have been higher if that would have happened, right? Someone would have rushed the stage. Yo.
Yeah.
We're seeing increased presence of authority. Like, the movie just came out.
Yeah, a little bit. we already got enough heel heat out here, bro. We taking that over. Yeah. That's fair.
Well, you guys would know this. Who would be set up to do that? It would be a scroll thing, probably, right? At this point, like that, like with a Wanda vision, somebody that would actually turn heel. It would be a scroll.
I don't want no fucking scrolls in none of this shit, bro.
You don't want scrolls in this?
I don't want no fucking scrolls, man. That is so. I fucking hate that lazy ass retcon. It was a scroll. It was a scroll. None of it was real. I fucking hate that shit.
Wait.
You know how pissed people were when Iron Man 3 happened and he rescued those people from the airplane and then he was in a remote suit and people were like, oh yeah. Fuck. Imagine that times 100 when you find
out. Which makes no sense because you wouldn't be able to have the whatever. But the whole actual suit together, there would be no fulcrum or whatever.
Look, T'Challa's not a scroll. Let's just put that out there.
Please don't do this. Please don't do that.
Nakia's not a scroll. T'Challa Jr.'s not a scroll. Let's please.
Let's keep the T'Challa Jr. Let's keep that for the
right. Let's have Junior be Junior.
It was a scroll.
Let's keep T'Challa Jr. for the end.
It was all a scroll.
Oh shit. No, but to answer your question though, I don't really know who could do it, bro. Like I don't really know what characters they have that could kind of take. No, but I'm talking like mainline characters that could like really make that turn.
Oh, you mean just the MCU in general?
No, I'm talking like main characters. The only one.
Yeah, but MCU in general, big characters.
Yeah. Maybe Doctor Strange.
Turn bad?
Maybe
Mr. Fantastic, if and when the Fantastic Four, because he be on some fuckery shit. Even from what I've been told,
he always knows the right choice, right? That's his shit.
He always thinks right now, man. I don't know.
I thought, but he would be the earliest. He'd be the earliest one to be doing some fuckery shit. That would be a heel turn.
This is what we got to do here, bro. This is what we got to do. Like we need to start doing the heel campaign, bro. Like we need to pick a character and campaign for who's gonna turn heel, bro. That'd be an interesting thing here. Because right now I don't know. I have no clue.
I would love for the new Captain America to do it. I think that would make it more interesting. I think that'll make it turn interesting. Just make him.
I think that would be too predictable, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't
know. If you aim for him, that'd be a little predictable.
A middle ground. He can't be a soulful saint all the time.
Man, red.
Because now what the problem is, you got to the mantle. Now you got to be, a good little soldier.
Little man.
I would love to be like, nah, fuck this.
But it wasn't like that though in Winter Soldier. I mean, the Falcon show, wasn't he like that though? Like he was trying to be.
He didn't go against orders or anything. Did he go against orders?
No, he didn't go against no real orders.
He didn't go against orders. He's been straight. He's running straight and narrow.
Captain Pan African. Get rid of the blue.
Oh, we doing A-Train?
For the culture.
Man, we get
rid of the red and blue. Get rid of the blue. Replace the green.
These wings are for my ancestors. I am not the Pan African Phoenix.
Every scene he enters, it's the drums.
Listen, look, we gonna have brother Voodoo put a spell on the wings for him, bro. Brother Voodoo, that's how it's full circle right there. Brother Voodoo is going to cast a spell of protection from the ancestors so that the wings never break. The wings never break. They got vibranium over in Wakanda, but the ancestors will be your shield.
The spiritual ancestors will protect you forever.
Yes,
I love it.
Wakanda forever.
He tosses that shit. He tosses the ancestors on my shield now.
Right, yo, yeah. I mean,
we throwing herbs on him. You
said he was from New Orleans, right?
Hey, throwing gumbo. Be throwing gumbo and shit on him.
Bro, like, look.
He lighting herbs and just waving it over him.
The only way
they need to make that scene, bro. Just drop the shield. The ancestors on my shield now.
Oh man,
I need that on a shirt.
Yo, listen.
Hey, no. His shield is gonna be the Zulu shield now.
No, listen.
Oh my God.
Zulu shield made out of the cow. Like
Captain America is dead. From this day forward, I am Falcon X. I am Falcon X. What do you mean, brother? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Straight up and down.
Is Spike Lee gonna be part of his posse?
Oh,
Spike Lee, listen, man, dog. Like, hey, that's how we get down right there. They not ready for that, Charles.
They're not ready for that movie, bro.
Man.
New World Order, yeah, you damn right. New World Order.
The world gonna start over, and we on top.
Yo,
we on top.
Listen, man, like John Walker, U.S. agent, he don't want this smoke right now, bro. Like your man Johnny Walker don't want none of this smoke, brother. Anything south of Chicago is us. It's us. Florida, us. Tennessee, us. The Carolinas, us. Virginia, us. Louisiana, Mississippi, us. Anything else?
That was incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Bro.
Wow. That was the fourth Cap movie right there,
man. Real talk, bro.
Hey, got the Radio Raheem boombox.
They not ready.
They
not ready, bro. They're not ready, man. We're gonna have Luke Cage come down in the suit with the yellow pinstripes. Harlem stands with brother Falcon X. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Uncle Jack, you a fool.
Look, no, they're not ready for that though, bro. They're not ready for that.
Oh boy.
Not even close.
So is Bucky an ally in that or not?
He gag.
You said
Is
what?
Bucky an ally in that?
He gag.
I mean, does look, is Bucky allowed in Wakanda? The White Wolf, they let the White Wolf back in Wakanda, right?
I don't think he's allowed back, bro, because he let
out there anymore.
He let what's his name, Baron Zemo loose. So.
After you got better, you gotta go.
That's true.
You gotta go.
Well,
I forgot about
that. You look fine to me.
You look
fine to me, white man.
Does he?
You look okay. You look okay to me. Here,
does he get an invite to the cookout? Is Bucky still getting an invite to the cookout?
As long as Jonathan Hickman writes on him.
No. He waits for his plate outside of the Wakandan border. He waits for his plate.
We'll feed him when he can't come in.
His plate.
Oh, shit. We'll feed him when he can't come.
Oh, we lost our shit.
That's what I want to know. Does Bucky get an invite? Because I'm thinking, how old is he? He's over 100 years old. I mean, he was around during the time in America. You know,
brainwashed. If we're letting that slide, I mean, they already fixed him. So,
I mean, I think Bucky can get an invite to the cookout, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would like to see him, but a part of me feels like they'd be like, T'Challa, you bring him a plate outside.
Well, no, I'm talking about
outside. Be like, hey, man, you know, they wasn't feeling. I mean, some of us was feeling you, but not everybody was feeling you in there. You know how things be sometimes.
Listen, M'Baku didn't like the raisins in the potato salad, man. You know, they're vegans. They're vegans over there, but they wasn't feeling the raisins, brother. You know, I'm gonna have to holler at you on Memorial Day, bro.
Oh, bro.
Maybe next time.
Shit, yo. That's funny, man.
Nah, but real talk though. I don't think anybody can turn heel. I want to see it, but I don't think they can. I don't think they can do it, man.
I think so. I think someone will at some point. Will it be like right now? No, maybe during Secret Wars, because if I'm remembering it right, there's a few people in there that do some shady backhand stuff. Okay. But we'll see.
So just one.
But I'll be thinking of you if that does happen in Secret Wars. I'll be thinking of you, Uncle Jack, and I'll be like,
shit.
"This motherfucker called it."
So one more thing with Wakanda Forever. That we do gotta address here, man. Did they properly address the whole recast T'Challa fake controversy? Did they address that in a way that y'all feel was tasteful and, you know, befitting of the story that they were trying to tell?
Did they address it? Like, you mean, do they try to appease those people?
As far as TJ.
T'Challa
I
Jr.
hated that with passion.
You said what?
I did not like it at all.
Okay.
I was very happy with the film up until that credit scene. It seems like that what you were saying about the being tasteful. That's where it fell off for me.
Okay.
Naming the kid the same goddamn name.
That bothered me.
Are you kidding me?
That bothered me.
We don't want him to grow up from in front of the eyes of the king. Let's name him the same guy. Let's do that. Let's give him the same name.
Yeah.
We don't want him to grow up in the kingdom. Let's give him the same exact name. Let's honor him and give him the same name.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
But deprive him of everything that he's inherited.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I think I seen where the kids in the distance with Nakia, no names, let people's imaginations run wild. But that shit was a discussion. I'm like, no, shut it off. I don't want to be here. I didn't like it. I think a lot of people loved it, but the people that loved it were thinking we can continue T'Challa's story. And I don't give a fuck about T'Challa's story. You can give T'Challa's story to anybody. You don't need a kid to grow up to become T'Challa so he can continue T'Challa's story.
Good point.
So
that's a good point.
I didn't like that part. That was with me. I didn't like that. It felt like it was for that. Literally for. I don't even know if Ryan.
Production notes.
If Ryan wanted to do that.
Production notes.
Creative control.
I don't know. Kid's cute as fuck. Obviously, cute as hell.
But
Toussaint, love the Haiti, love the Haiti thing, but it felt like that. It felt like what it like. Here you guys, don't be angry. Here you go, and I'm like,
right. Don't hate me. Don't hate me.
Yeah, don't hate me. Here you go. That's what it. That's literally what it.
It's like here's the candy bar, man. Here's the candy bar. Just take that.
Newsflash.
That's what it felt like.
They still hate you.
I might be missing the overall part, but that's what that felt like.
Once the emotions wear off and you really think about where it fits into the context of the story, it doesn't make any sense.
That's what I was thinking. It could have been anyone. I would have loved a new character that maybe was following Anelka them around, a little boy from Wakanda. You could have been anything. But this right.
Well,
it didn't drive me.
And my bad. Before you say what you was gonna say, Donovan, and I didn't mean to cut your wisdom, brother. Like,
no, you're fine.
I think because now when you think about it, it's like there was never in the first movie they were gonna lead into T'Challa and Nakia having that relationship. They were still kind of like in that in between friend zone and getting into a relationship. And now it's like, like how long was he making that move? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it was like Nakia's in the distance with some little boy and that like
is that his son?
Everyone can start trying to piece together what happened, but for this is T'Challa's son. Toussaint, also T'Challa.
Nah,
right?
Like,
what do you think?
Brother, y'all like Siri better be getting some DNA testing, man. Like,
I don't know about this.
This is Wakanda talking
T'Challa
about.
is indeed the father.
No, we gotta do some testing here. Like, you don't just show up with a baby and just say, I named him after your brother. That's not here anymore. Will you accept him? Like.
So where were you the night Killmonger became king?
The Jabari can see everything. Again, I'm just telling you right now before we, what I'm saying, let me get the blood. All right. They see everything. I mean, that was literally like my wife was like, "Oh, you over it?" I'm like, "That was it. That was the only thing." I was like, "Come on, we were right there. We were right there." I didn't need that, but
a king with benefits don't even make sense, yo. Like, what? True. King with benefits? Like, look, no, you either sit on the throne or you know.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is. I'm moving on. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, Eric had to bring a body with him to get through them gates. Like, you ain't just gonna say this is his son, and then like, oh, okay.
And the fact that no one else knows about the kid.
His kid
didn't know, his sister didn't know. Like,
supposedly,
you don't think he would at least give them hints, notes, knock twice, I knocked her up type shit.
Yo, his kid is fucked, bro. His kid's fucked. His kid. Your daddy wasn't a gangster. Your daddy wasn't a gangster. Can you see them Haitian kids jumping on him and shit, bro? Like, he's fucked.
Hey, I want you to look at the large picture. No, Smack. I want you to look at the large picture.
Man. That was the only thing. Cute as a button, the kid. But I was like, nah, this is nah.
Good point, Jay. That would have been a good setup.
They should give Lamar Hoskins to Sam so he could have been Battlestar.
Rest in peace, Battlestar. Rest in peace, Battlestar.
Rest in peace.
Jobber of the MCU.
Jabberjaw for real.
One punch, the real one punch. The real one punch man. But yeah, so overall, like, as far as the recast T'Challa, that wasn't enough to kind of cover those complaints there. Not even close.
Nope. Not even close, man. Nope. There's only one thing they want, and that is to recast him. Some wanted for the second film, some wanted for the third film. But it is what it is. I don't think that was a good move either. I think they could have just kept it subtle. Like Charles said, keep it subtle. It really didn't. It didn't give them what they want, and the audience already was satisfied with what happened in the film. They already had a great tribute in the first 10 minutes of the film. It was
and the end.
In the end too.
Yeah.
In the end,
yes. When they cut the sound.
Oh man, I mean, shit.
And it's just her crying.
I was done.
Man. Shit, the intro.
They just cut the sound.
I didn't cry, but that there were only 2 moments I came close to crying.
Yeah.
When at the beginning when they were talking about him, because I felt like a real, actual emotional connection.
Yeah.
And then at the end when she burned the clothes. And she
and that's a Yoruba tradition that they had to. That my mom when my father had passed, they had to burn the funeral garment. So that was a cool little nod. I was like, they already got me with the sound. They cut it, and then
they didn't have to do that.
Then they came back, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, they didn't have to.
What are we doing now?
Shit, all they had to do was have Everett K. Ross get a phone call saying that there's some activity going on at Latveria about some guy in a silver mask.
I was really hoping for that, man. I was really hoping for that. I sat there and didn't get nothing.
Then that would have been everyone would have been distracted and went into that. So
yeah. So with that being said, then. As far as all of this goes,
just because of that hit, don't mean he's dead. Oh, Battlestar, yep.
Oh, okay,
bro. Battlestar is gone, bro.
Man, when I seen his head smack up against that wall,
he did,
and that blood coming out his nose, I was just like,
look, I hope he shows up in Secret Wars and with the super soldier serum in Rising Hell, some variant or something. I don't know.
I mean, Battlestar was looking a little bit Black Norrish with the way he went out. Or is it the other way?
Not
Black.
Had to bring back up Black Noir.
I mean, that's what Battlestar kind of reminded me of. I'm getting similar Jobber type vibes there.
Yeah.
similar kind of scale in there, but anyway.
I see you, Vonell. What up, man? He said Ironheart was dope. Yeah,
big shout out to Vonell, man.
Big shout out to you, man.
You're.
So we got the word mutant.
The magic word.
The magic word. What does this mean? What does it mean?
Not a damn thing till Secret Wars.
Thank you.
Let's be honest. Not a damn thing until we see Hugh Jackman come back and the rest of them show up.
Until I see a group of them at Secret Wars, and everyone's like, "Hey, who are those people over there? Why is that guy in a wheelchair? What's up with the guy in the stupid metal helmet?" Like until I see it. In fact, I'm cool. I'm cool on the X-Men for a while anyway. So
there's no cohesion with what they're doing currently. It doesn't really add up. It's just teasing, I think, just to have them permanently. But
it's been said.
I don't see. I don't see no dots connected with this.
I think they just whistle at people, so just get them like a little excited.
So it meant nothing.
That will come way down the line.
Because he said he's the first mutant, right? That's what he said.
Right.
He is technically he is the first in the comics as well.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it doesn't mean anything, though.
No.
I'm trying to think.
Not for now.
Nothing for now. I don't think.
Nothing
right?
for now.
Just a tribute. He's one of Marvel's He's one of Marvel's oldest characters.
He is
before Cap. So
he is their oldest character.
I think
that was before Marvel was Marvel.
Stop doing the end credits and I went to the end of nothing. There was, buddy.
There was nothing.
Was that a well? I think with them not doing it after the end of the credits was just so that they could kind of ride out. Like this was more emotional than anything else. I think they kind of wanted they wanted people to sit there and process what they just saw.
You're right.
And on top of that, I don't know. I mean, mid credit scenes are probably better than. I got to take a piss after the movie ends, bro. All right,
yeah, same here. I barely got through Wakanda.
But I got to take a piss when the movie's in, bro. I don't want to sit through. I don't want to sit through the credits, man. Like I learned my lesson with Doctor Strange when they had Bruce Campbell. Basically,
that one was like that. They would have been better off just going like. This.
I mean, in Spider-Man: Homecoming, Captain America basically told you to go home. Why are you here right now? Why are you here?
Oh, you played yourself.
That one was more silly though. That one was more silly. This one was just like a. I think it's because it's just that we're so far into these now. With certain ones, I expect there to be something.
Oh yeah. But I think it depends on the movie. It depends on what movie you're seeing. Like when Thor ended, that was a waste. They didn't need to do a mid-credit and a post-credit scene in Love and Thunder. Like Hercules. True. So what?
Yeah.
So what?
So what?
So what?
But yeah, bro. So mutants in the MCU, that's just kind of I'm not even gonna say it's a breadcrumb. We'll say that's more keeping in line with the origin of the character, right?
Yeah.
That's just an homage to the origins of the character. I agree. Yeah.
But what is it? Okay, so does it mean anything then? So he was born a mutant because of external factors, right?
Yes.
Is that an explanation for every mutant though? Does every mutant, because Wanda's a mutant, right? They kind of told us that he was
we'll find out later. But from what I've been told, that there's like tiers of mutants and how it works, at least in the comics. I don't know if the movies are gonna do that. But I think when we start getting more mutants, when they start popping out like babies.
You know what?
They'll start saying like this one is this type, and
because now we're getting into the weeds. We're getting into the weeds now. It probably ain't even worth talking about that right now.
I mean, I thought Apocalypse was the first mutant. I think Jonathan Hickman wrote that. I don't know if he was the first one. I don't know.
Oh anyway, man. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to segue. And how do y'all feel about Spider-Man getting multiple Spider-Man TV shows?
Oh shoot.
I'm for it. As long as I get Spider-Man Noir and I get Mayday Parker,
they're all going to be terrible.
I'm not watching. I'm not getting MG.
I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I need more Spider-Man Noir, man. I need the character to be at least a third of what Miles Morales gets now.
Live action shows where?
MGM Plus. Well, like you said, where
are they gonna put them?
Amazon Prime?
No, it's MGM Plus.
What?
MGM.
Never mind.
They announced this.
Never mind.
Yeah, the Silk Show is on MGM.
Where is it? I don't have a white flag, so
bro.
What?
This could. I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
I give up now.
That answers everything. You that answers everything right there.
Grand opening, grand closing, right there.
They need to move it to Amazon Prime in order.
Netflix.
I thought it would have been Netflix. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought it would have been Netflix.
They don't have any. What do you call it?
They didn't want that bullshit.
Like they're not.
It's some weird deals. They got very weird, specific deals of their content and rights and all this other shit.
Respectfully, I think Sony knows that they're trying to get their meal ticket, bro. They stretching out that meal ticket as far as they can to avoid that buyout. Sony is determined not to go out like no band leader, bro. They're not going out like no band leader.
They're not going out like DreamWorks. They're not trying to go out like DreamWorks.
Yeah, they're not trying to get folded. They're not trying to get folded into nothing, bro. Like they are trying to eat.
I mean, with them not coming up with any more IPs, they basically saying eat like old dude from Men in Black, eat me. Shoot.
Listen, they trying to maximize every dollar. I mean, Uncharted made some pretty good money.
It makes some pretty good money.
Yeah, but
it is Indiana Jones like.
They need to start cranking. Man, Harrison Ford just looked like all you gotta do is.
And he's got another one.
Oh
and he'll just
please
turn into dust.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk.
I'm not. That was my only reference, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah.
But I will say this: they should just reboot. But neither.
I mean, how do you make that genre interesting?
How do you make it interesting?
Yeah, like cave.
You make Indiana Jones black, right? You make him black. You make him go to Europe. He steals the artifacts from the museums and gives it back to the people in Africa.
Stop.
Rebooted Indiana Jones.
A political thriller.
Listen, hey, wait. Gary, Indiana Jones. Because Gary is a city in Indiana. That's one of the blackest. That's one of the blackest cities, that's one of the blackest cities in the United States, bro. Gary, Indiana Jones.
That works. Let's do it. Let's do it,
maybe.
Yo. Why are they taking so long to bring out Blade? Blade is the reason for all this going on now. Look, they fucked up with the script.
They messed up Blade, man.
They fucked up with the script, bro.
They sat up there and pulled them off. They got the big old bulletin board. Someone just walked in one day and pulled the name off and be like,
that brother said, I'm not
just gonna take this off. It'll come back.
He said, I'm
an Oscar award-winning actor. I'm not acting in this.
Man,
I
got 2 Oscars. 2. That brother got 2 Oscars, man. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all better go
that
get
should
Wesley.
never happen.
Y'all better go get Wesley.
Y'all better go get Wesley back in here.
Y'all better go get Wesley, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Hey, old man.
Jay the Blurred, where in Indiana you at, man? Where in Indiana you at, bro? You and Gary? Where you at, man?
Oh, man. Listen, hey. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. But Blade, they fucked up Blade, right?
They fucked him up, bro.
How does that happen, man? I mean, I respect them for acknowledging that they fucked up because Warner Brothers just would have put out half of a movie and called it a day.
It's interesting though. Like, how did I even get past Marvel writers if it's that bad?
Yep.
Do you think that
apparently he's involved with the writing now.
Charles, do you think they might feel burnt out? Because we've been having a little bit of.
They got an army of writers, bro. If they get burnt out, there's no hope for any of us.
No, they got plenty of writers.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
They got an army of writers.
An army. Fort Wayne. Okay. Oh shit, man. All right. Bet.
Wait, you had dog like.
But Blade. I mean, it's gonna come out.
Marsha Ali said, "Nah,
that ain't gonna work for me, brother."
Get that out of here.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
This ain't y'all not fucking up my brand.
Nah,
y'all not fucking up my brand, man. At all. Like,
he said, "Hey, y'all ain't gonna do me like Dwayne."
No.
Damn.
Y'all ain't gonna do me like Dwayne.
Well, hold on.
Or how Dwayne did himself, I should say.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm gonna give. I respect The Rock. I respect him
100%.
because he mortgaged his brand.
That don't mean I can't play on him every once in a while.
Oh yeah, but he used his brand as collateral for that whole studio to try to get their shit together.
Yep.
Like, that's a big fucking deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fucking deal.
He should never invest in DC. Warner Media.
I mean, are they considering Black Adam a flop right now? Or, I mean, it's not going to get any more money.
It's performing lower than way below.
It's underperformed, man.
Really?
It's underperformed heavily.
But do y'all think? My bad.
Go ahead, brother.
No, you got it, brother.
Do y'all think James Gunn will spice up the DC side? I feel like he does if he gets like 2 or 3 other people to come in and help run different pieces.
If he does that, then yeah, because you can't you can't run all of DC like Peacemaker. Not everything.
Exactly. That was my thing. But I think he knows that.
If he's aware of that,
honestly, he's self-aware. He isn't just like let's just make more of my stuff.
Yeah.
And then just putting it out there. I think he's consciously aware that, yo, I got to do this, I got to do that. But hopefully he starts making big moves. I know he's been online, not Twitter, but some place he had posted he wants to do Lobo.
My bad.
And then he mentioned Mr. Terrific, supposedly, from what I heard.
Oh, okay.
And when I heard that, I was like, okay. I would love if he did because no one gives her enough love, but Vixen, and I love Vixen. If they did Vixen like a modern day female Shaft, that would be
like the blaxploitation kind of backdrop to it.
Think of Reverse Ginger Luke Cage, but just her.
Okay, first one.
That does sound dope. That sounds dope. I hope that sounds more like a HBO Max kind of thing, though.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with that. But
how would
hopefully?
My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Hopefully, if he does, he starts structuring. I hope soon we hear news that he is getting people to run different parts.
He needs people for sure.
Because he can't just run that by himself.
Yeah.
So Feige didn't run it by himself, and he knows that. So
that's what do y'all think? What would y'all think about, like, okay, it would be kind of cool if they went broad scope and then focused it inward in like a reverse kind of way. Like, remember a couple of years ago when Ava DuVernay was supposed to be directing The New Gods?
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I think James Gunn would do good with that. That would be kind of like a very good genesis to the James Gunn DC universe. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope to me if they started out with the origin of these celestial beings to do a better version.
Okay, I see where you're going.
You see what I'm saying? The New Gods, if we start out with the New Gods from square one, that tells us that this DC universe is bigger than just Batman chasing guys out in the street or Superman getting launched onto on the earth out in Kansas. If we start out there and then focus it inward, it lets us set up an entire universe without having to do cameos from other characters. You don't got to do a Batman cameo in a Flash movie. You don't got to do a Superman cameo in Green Lantern. No, true. This is the fucking universe. This is why Darkseid wants to take everything over, and then boom, from there, that's when we can do our Superman. That's when we can do our Green Lantern. We got our New Gods, and James Gunn is good with outer space shit to begin with.
Sure.
Let's do a dark space opera where shit really means things, but make it different enough to where people can be like, yeah, this is connected to DC, but it's not the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
And I mean, when the New Gods got canceled, nobody really gave a fuck about it anyways. But that would be, I think that would be a solid starting off point for whatever James Gunn wants to do, because that's a hard reset button for everything.
It is.
That's very risky too. Mm-hmm. Do you think he would have that pull to get audience in to see a realistic space opera? Not jokey, not ha ha ha, not immature, like straight and narrow.
Well, this would be that call to action for everybody online that says they don't want talking raccoons and talking trees in their superhero movies. If this is what you really want, motherfucker,
I'm through.
Spin the block. If this is really what you motherfuckers want, let's make this. And if it doesn't make any money, guess what? We doing Suicide Squad 3, baby, with 2 talking sharks and 2 talking raccoons. and Peacemaker with a gun this fucking big. If that's really, you know what I'm saying? Like, call that bluff. Because at this point, what else is gonna work? Do what you gotta do.
I feel like they really missed the opportunity of fully integrating the shows and it's gone, obviously, but they missed it out because now Guess who's chasing them? Guess who's doing it now? They completely missed up. They had 4 hit series on live, Flash, Arrow.
Exactly.
For 10 years.
For 10 years.
Blew it.
That were in the top 10 for viewership consistently. The Flash was like 3rd after Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
You blew it. You
blew it.
And that's never coming back. And Charles, I agree with you. And the thing is, television is over. It's never coming back.
It's never going to be the same.
No.
Never going to be the same.
It's never going to be the same.
They missed like the biggest payday ever. And they tried. They did some shit where the Flash met each other on an episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's too late.
Bro, how you going to validate the movie version with the TV show?
What is this?
What?
For a movie that hasn't even came out yet.
Say that again, Donovan.
How you gonna validate the movie version of Flash with the TV version?
They did this shit on a shoestring budget, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That whole crisis.
Infinite Earth divided by 7 shit, whatever. Blew it.
They could have been.
I'm like, y'all dropped the ball. Like
they could have been wrapping that up right now. Like they could still be making
it was
movies.
easy money.
They fucked it up.
Yeah.
Because they didn't view the CW and that audience as viable. They didn't take them seriously. They looked at Zack Snyder and these grand ideas of deconstructing superheroes and all of this.
I see you there, Donovan.
All right, and with Shazam and the family, I agree with you on that too. But you know, they wanted to get these they wanted to appeal to. They wanted to create a moment that wasn't real.
Yeah.
But
The
Charles,
The Rock thought he was too big for Shazam anyway.
But Charles, that's a good point, man. They completely missed the fucking boat on that. Like we really could have been doing. They did Mr. Terrific on that show. Okay.
Yeah, they did him wrong. They did him absolutely dirty.
I think I seen screenshots of him, and it didn't look too good.
Brothers, if they played their cards right,
they'd be running it.
We could have been getting the button. The button could have been a live action movie, bro. Doomsday Clock could have been viable.
Yeah, they ruined
live action. The button and Doomsday Clock could have been viable.
And the reason I don't even understand it more because they still made the shows. They made Stargirl. They made fucking
Black Lightning. Black Lightning. Put some respect on the first black superhero for DC.
They made Black Lightning. They made the shows. So why not get in a room and show that people aren't just watching this for willy-nilly? Like, how hard is that? You put the money in the shows already. Stargirl is its own thing. Like, it's not connected to anything. Why would anybody like?
Why would we want to make money, Charles? Why would we do anything?
Titans. Titans is its own thing.
Right.
Just somewhere else. Doing its own thing.
Cook, brother. Cook.
Flash is good. Cook. Arrow's over. Flash is on. I think it got canceled. Superman and Lois is on the chopping block. All in their own areas.
They just poured gasoline on it and lit a match.
Are you kidding me? Just like everywhere. Like it'd be different. Like, okay, just Flash, 3 shows. But y'all made more shows. They made more shows not connected to the films that have an audience. What?
Charles,
make it make sense.
They should just hired you, man. Warner Media.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Because these dickheads online think that what they were doing on the CW is kid shit or not real superheroes. They're not telling stories on the CW network. You see what I'm saying?
They made more shows.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
CW.
Yep.
People will always remember Arrow and Flash over anything from Zack Snyder.
Exactly. Whatever. Like, make it work. Okay, shit, great. Make it work. Because that's an audience. I have a market that's already proven to come through every fucking week.
Yep.
They come through every week. They don't miss.
They selling the wrong.
You don't think they'll spend $15 to see the guy on the silver screen?
Shit, absolutely. My dad got the Flash season on DVD.
What?
Exactly. He's not even into that stuff like that.
They
blew
that,
bro. That is easy. In terms of industry, that's probably the biggest mistakes I've seen in the past 20 years.
Ooh.
In terms of like entertainment, you made more shows.
Yep.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. They made more shows. Like, okay, CW, okay, we all fuck that. Yeah. Let's go make Titans. Don't connect any of it at all. It's just gonna make us money somewhere.
So bro, Alfred Pennyworth?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I heard it was good too. I heard it was good.
Are people watching it?
It was probably fire.
I saw that and rolled my eyes and kept it moving.
For one season,
I heard it was good.
Gotham?
Got two Gothams.
Two Gothams now. Oh, two different Gothams. Great. That's
they canceled that one Gotham Knights, whatever.
Because the main character left the show. Yeah.
I mean, fam, like you making a good point here, Charles. Like all of this shit could have been. They could, and you're right. The guys across the street are doing that now. Y'all had a 10-year head start on these motherfuckers.
Head start, bro.
but was listening to the wrong people online and completely fucked it. I agree with you, bro. I can't really think of anything else that adds up to a colossal fuck up like that. Because how do you justify continuing to spend money
on new shows?
Bro.
Swamp Thing.
Stargirl. What was the plan? Oh, we're gonna make this show. Stargirl's gonna be great representation for girls, and we're just gonna shoot it and put it over here. Okay, great. What does that do to our bottom line?
Put it in one sandbox. It's all.
What does that do to our bottom line?
Nothing.
We'll get to the bottom line part. Right now, we're just gonna put it over here.
But then we're gonna make a Batgirl movie and connect it with other past versions of other DC films, and then scrap
years ago.
Just making a
Batgirl.
Bro,
because we made Batwoman 2 seasons.
Yo,
and didn't go anywhere.
Doesn't make sense.
But according to your man Justimus, this was the right direction to go in, right? And shout out to Justimus Prime, and the Mad Nucleus podcast. But brother, you were off the mark on this one, brother. You missed. They fucked up. They were listening.
Bad. I'm like, dude, the people really love this Flash guy. I hope they put him on the movie. Nothing.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate it, Creative Theory World. Thank you guys. Speaking facts. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Because, like, bro, what do we, man, Charles?
You dropped the ball.
Yeah,
they dropped that ball fast.
You were cooking, man. You literally just
that.
People should be. I mean, they're already getting fired. They're already probably.
They deserve to go bankrupt.
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
dumb. The dumbest. Like these are $1 million shows we're talking about, and you just put it over there.
Batwoman 3 seasons. They made 3 seasons for Batwoman.
Was that is that Gotham or is that the animated one?
Oh, which Batman?
I think Batman was 3. Which Batman are you talking about?
Gotham
or Gotham?
Because Gotham had like a 5-season run on Fox.
They were doing another dumb one. I think that one got canceled on arrival. The one that has a video game now.
It was called
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. They were making a show. You know that, right?
They invested in that.
They were making a show, bro. You should have saw the production on that shit.
That shit looked trash.
So they weren't disconnected. So safe to say they ate the production on that.
They ate the production for that for real.
You should eat the pre-production.
But let's think about this real quick, bro. Swamp Thing.
CD Smith.
Swamp Thing. Cancel.
I forgot about Swamp Thing, bro.
Which was beloved, by the way.
Loved it.
But where were people gonna be able to watch that at? That was before HBO.
The other thing.
That was on that stupid the DC
universe.
They didn't even make it to the max. They didn't even make it to the max.
No.
They didn't even make it to the max, bro.
Dumb. Dumb as shit.
Swamp Thing premiered the same year.
Batwoman.
Batwoman.
Yeah.
She fine as hell too, but yeah.
Who's Who's watching these shows, dog? Like Pennyworth,
bro.
That's on the Max, though, right? Yeah, Pennyworth's on the Max.
I mean,
I feel like there were as many DC shows as there are Marvel shows now.
Exactly.
If you do the actual numbers,
the amount of content is almost equal amount.
I feel like it's probably very close.
But
Doom Patrol,
Doom Patrol,
man, so good.
That was beloved too, man. And see, some of these ideas were like fire ideas that are literally just getting left abandoned on the side of the street,
right? Because
they couldn't get their shit together.
No, because you got these old money studio executives that believe that that think that television and film audiences are two different things. They still, Warner Media was looking at their television audience and thinking they're always going to be here regardless. But on the CW network, because it's not cable TV, because this is something you can watch without paying for it, they're not going to go to the movies if we put this in theaters. Their view of it and the way that people consume entertainment was antiquated. They're carrying over views of television and film from the fucking 1980s and the fucking 1990s, bro. Mm-hmm. They're not knowing that people are on the internet saying, oh, the Flash on TV is way better than the Flash that's in the Snyderverse. Oh,
that'd be skating.
Keep cooking, dog. Keep cooking, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it too much sense, bro.
Crisis on Infinite Earths in 2019 was the same year as Endgame, and they did that across how many different TV shows?
Ooh, four.
How many different? Every night of the week on the CW network, they were telling a story across 4 or 5 different platforms, and it got ratings.
Supergirl was on CBS.
And then they smartened up and was like, "Hey, let's get it over to the CW." It was perfect garbage.
yeah.
But somebody was watching it though.
They were watching it. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, we're gonna get a Supergirl and put her in Flashpoint. Why?
Just cause.
Okay. Noted.
Just cause. She was in Ezra's cult. I don't
know. Well, you see later down the line.
That's a joke. That's a joke. She wasn't. That's just a joke. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously. I'm bullshit.
Like, rest in peace to Kevin Conroy too. By the way,
rest in power, Kevin Conroy.
But like, they did with him on the CW. They did the exact same thing that people were crying about trying to get Michael Keaton to do. They did. They already fucking did it.
They did it. Ball drop. I'm even scared to count the number of shows. Just the idea that much potential was that much potential was wasted. Yeah. They would be running the show. It wouldn't even be close.
I was done when Supergirl beat up Batman.
Y'all can't even get Black Adam to $500 million, bro.
With The Rock.
With the Rock. That's embarrassing.
That brand is in the water.
And he marketed himself as the change for the DCEU. Like, I'm leading it. I'm the new.
So is it safe to say that Jon Stewart is dead in the water then?
You can still do that?
That's still confirmed. That's still confirmed.
Until I see a trailer, man, I don't fucking know, man. They don't know what the fuck they doing.
Yeah,
they can say a movie is coming out in a year and then they can't.
They switched it to a TV show from what I heard.
These motherfuckers eat the pre-production all the
time, bro.
Oh yeah, they definitely eat the pre-production.
Tax break.
They eat the pre-production and the post-production.
$10 million, $100 million lunch meeting, bro.
Out here using DC as an embezzling.
Like, bro. So this leads me into this here. We talked about this the other night too, Donovan. And I mean, just a little overlap from the B-roll we did the other night.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. We got D. Smith and Charles in here, man, for sure.
Aquaman 2 is dead. Who's going to see that?
Next year?
Yeah, next year.
Who's going to go see that?
2023.
I'm more likely to go see Shazam right now, and that's out of love for the fact that I missed the first movie.
Shazam is dead. Who's going to see
I know. I'm just saying I'm still going to go support.
Who's going to go see it, bro? This like
Just go to the DC headquarters, turn off the lights, just turn it off.
Because these are legitimate questions here. These are legitimate questions. Who's going to see those movies when they come out? Oh yeah, the animated Green Lantern was fire. Yeah. That was fire.
No one talked about it.
I mean, animated was good. DC animated is on top for now. DC animated is fire for now. So Marvel hops in there.
Wait till X-Men 97 pull up like Debo on that beach cruiser.
Ooh.
Wait till they pull up like Debo on that beach cruiser.
Seriously.
What's up, Smoke? None. What you got on my 40? None.
There's a new Spider-Man show too coming. New Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
So who's going to see these movies, bro? Like come on, man.
I'm gonna see Aquaman.
They tried Solo with the Joker. They'll make we're gonna make like really good.
That's still coming out though, right? That's that sequel to that shit.
To that, I mean,
DC has a bubble wiping their ass before they take his shit. Dude, you ain't telling a lie, dog.
No, but you
ain't
see,
telling a lie.
And Charles with the Joker, what were you saying about the Joker?
Nah, I'm saying that they're trying that whole thing where they're gonna make like each film kind of like an Oscar-worthy performance.
Mm-hmm.
It only works once. It only works the first time.
I think they already shot that shot.
They did.
The Joker 2 is going to be terrible. I think it's going to be terrible.
A musical, Lady Gaga.
I think it's going to be absolutely terrible.
A musical.
Because I wasn't that impressed with the first one, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't amazing. I think it sold the Billy off of
emotions.
Look,
realistically, emotions for a particular group, but I won't say nothing else.
It definitely did resonate with some people. I mean, I can't say it did just them because I did see.
Yeah, I felt the emotion too. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying it hit harder for them. For that,
people
for that
were.
I didn't think it was amazing. The twist that he was seeing something. I'm like,
yeah.
In the end, when they shoehorned, when they shoehorned Crime Alley into the end of that movie, I fucking hated that.
I hated that. Yeah. That wasn't needed.
Again, like you were saying with T'Challa Jr., it was kind of that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we could have rolled off into the sunset with this being the mental health anti-hero villain movie. Mm-hmm. We don't need to see Crime Alley for the 10th time that we've already seen that. That was trash.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm gonna say is that all of this kind of makes the Batman, how does it affect that?
It's its own stuff. I don't think it's going to be affected.
Again, its own thing.
I hope that it gets to see. I'll say this, Jack. I hope that it gets a sequel and all this bullshit around
Did Batman hit a Billy?
They didn't hit a Billy.
No, but it did well. It did well enough to earn a sequel. I hope it does.
It shut down when they released it. When they released it on Easter weekend, like they broke HBO Max.
Okay. Was it simultaneous release?
No.
Yes.
They released.
No.
Oh, you're saying when it was on HBO Max?
No. Yeah, you're right, Jack.
Yeah.
I think it came out like months later.
Yeah, Morbius bombed that hard. I didn't know Morbius bombed that hard.
But my bad, D. Smith. I cut you off, D.
Smith. But I hope that out of all the movies, I hope that doesn't dip in quality as far as how everything else is going. Like I need a Batman too, and I need it to be just as good as.
I trust Matt Reeves.
Yeah.
I do. I'm worried about the other people coming in and telling him what to do.
Nah,
James Gunn.
It doesn't look like he's fallen for that prior.
He ain't going for that. It's too bad though, because it's going to be a long time before we get that sequel. We don't get that sequel. So. We don't get that sequel before 2026, bro.
Bro, you think it's that far?
Damn. But you're right.
They should announce it by now. They got
to scrap all that and start again.
That shit should have been done in 2024. Batman's coming out. We're working on the sequel 2023.
It's gonna be a long, like I might be, you know what I'm saying? We might be on behind the scene with Grays in our beard when that joint drops, bro. It's gonna be a long time before we
Joker
get that.
And Batman too big.
Too big.
Yeah. That was the big theory that people were saying when they tried to connect them together.
It's just oversaturation. You're gonna have Ben Affleck come back, Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Please no. Please no.
They got rid of that punk.
Oh
that
God,
punk
my head hurts
iteration.
Even just mentioning the number of freaking
like we mentioned, they should
all that with no room for Terry though, right? No room for Terry G. No room for Terry Mack.
Terry Mack.
I told you,
Terry Mack.
Spider-Man 2099 is gonna come out live action, and then they'll do Batman Beyond afterwards.
Oh,
I called this shit like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
in fact, I remember you saying that too. Gosh, man,
it don't make no fucking sense how
they did the animated series and that last movie that reset everything. They need to do a movie like that resets everything.
Still no Static Shock.
That was my next question for y'all here, and then we can kind of start to wrap it up on this here. Is there room for can the milestone IPs can they inject some sort of can the milestone IPs kind of inject some new life into what it is that they doing over there? Look at Donovan, brother. Is it possible? Can they do something? So. Can they do something with milestone to like get something on the board over there?
I think so.
I hate
what
the concept.
Would it require? You hate the concept.
I hate the concept of black folks saving your ass. I hate that.
Hey, but don't we always pull triple the weight?
I hate it.
Hey, everyone hates
us. Dead in the water now.
Everyone hates our brand. No one believes in us. Yeah, sure, we'll give you a shot.
Yeah, let's give you a shot now.
Lose?
Yeah. I feel for y'all guys, and I understand, and I'm with you. But I'm not gonna lie. If a hardware movie came out,
I'm gonna watch it, but I hate it. I hate the concept.
I get what Charles is saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm gonna watch it.
Bottom of the ninth, we're down. Let's just go
10 runs. Yeah.
Let's
go ahead, champ. Go ahead, give it a swing. Let's see what you got.
We believed in you all along.
We're waiting for you.
Right.
No chance, man. Everything they've done is on the chopping block, bro.
So it's not. Unfortunately, it'd be great if that happened.
It'd be great if something were to happen.
I would want to. Even then, if I'll say this, if I worked at the studio, I would be plotting a way to build the Milestone universe and then immediately separate from DC. Set up all the movies, get everything straight, and be like, "Thanks, bye, all y'all."
Mm-hmm. DC owns them, bro.
Just be its own thing, and it does better by it being its own thing.
Oh man,
I would like a few characters to come over.
We gotta stop the cap. DC owns them, bro.
We gotta stop the cap.
We gotta stop the cap.
Your freedom,
nah.
Your freedom of movement is based upon the wishes of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well said.
That's true.
But hey, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying if
I feel you, D. Smith. I feel you, Smith.
But what y'all are saying, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
So too little, too late on that. It'd be too little, too late, is what we're saying.
It's too late. It's a done deal, man. They don't even want to do Batman Beyond. They put Static on the shelf for so many years. They could have beat Spider-Verse. They could have beat Black Panther.
They could never trust Miles Morales because he's a clone.
They could beat Miles Morales, who's basically Static Shock, just with Spider-Man.
He even has electricity powers. His
name is Miles.
Does Flashpoint ever come out? Or why have they not ate the pre-production on that? Why have they not ate the pre-production on that?
They're busy CGIing Homeboy's face out of it.
An Icon movie would be dope. I mean,
Icon would be cool. I mean, you would have to separate it, like I think, like D. Smith, make it its own thing and give it intent. But I don't know if people are gonna want to see an alien become a black slave to turn into a superhero. I don't know. That might be.
Listen, man.
We hire Will Smith to do a retcon of Hancock. Icon movie.
Man, listen, Mr. Look, y'all don't think Reggie Hudlin got a screenplay for Icon right now?
Yeah, he has.
I absolutely. I think he has scripts for all of them laid out
under the mattress,
and it's just sitting up there waiting and buying his time.
He got the trilogy plan right now, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Left? So they got Watchmen. That's kind of been used.
What, bro? He Uncle Jack thought Watchmen.
Main character, the main 7, Wonder Woman. Is there any other thing like Watchmen in the DC universe that we're overlooking?
Vertigo with Sandman, but they had that on Netflix.
Same as the Netflix.
They can't go that dark route no more, man.
I'm just answering Charles with that.
Neil Gaiman doesn't play that bullshit. He ain't letting. That's why it's on Netflix and not on HBO Max. Neil Gaiman does not play that bullshit, bro, at all. Straight up, straight up, he don't play that.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But no, now that I think about it, man, hey, what else?
I mean, I would like
there?
Yeah, Jay the Blurred. I would like to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne with the button. That would have been dope, but
I mean,
that time is gone, man. That time is gone.
All they got is the New Gods.
Meteor Man. Hey,
Gods.
Hey, I was in fact. Funny thing, I was thinking of Meteor Man if we got a reboot and he was actually made of
serious.
meteors. No, I mean, if someone was to take the concept and run with it, make him an actual man made of meteor, like he's rock, he's all rock.
Okay.
Okay. Same power set and everything. It's just that make him like Martian the Manhunter. No, the Thing meets Martian the Manhunter.
That would be kind of dope.
I was thinking about that.
Sounds like an animated feature.
Listen, man, they better not let Tyler Perry get on the phone.
Yo,
they better not let Tyler Perry get
brother,
on.
Don't you put that on me, brother.
They better not put that on.
Don't you wish that on me, brother.
All right. You think it's a game?
Hey, Charles.
I didn't say it was no
African, game. This African shit's in right now. What if you get a call from Tyler for "Oh Kingdom Come," man?
Nope.
Good. Thank you.
Don't call me. Don't call back, Tyler.
hey, look. Edit that out. Fix it in post.
Hey, just be like, Tyler.
Charles, get that. Hey, Charles, get that fucking money, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, man. Get that motherfucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? Get that motherfucking money, dude.
Hell yeah, man. We'll edit that.
Nah, but I'm saying with Milestone. With Milestone Comics, dog, like, don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised if they let Tyler Perry be the guy that gets you him and Red.
Listen.
Rocket is an abused person that gets beaten all the time by a boyfriend.
This is where we gonna connect the dots right here, dog. Reggie Hudlin used to be working with BET, dog, and Tyler Perry basically has BET on lock right now. Do not be surprised if Tyler Perry and Reggie Hudlin are the guys behind Milestone going live action. Don't be surprised if that happens, bro.
True.
What does that look like, man?
It looks like
please don't.
It looks like them making a lot of money.
Please don't.
We ain't gonna show up for that like Black Panther, man. We got
I wouldn't if Perry's attached to it. You know what? Hey. If he does Blood Syndicate, because that would work. There's a lot of LGBT characters. There's a lot of people that get beaten up.
I'm sorry.
That could work. I will accept Tyler Perry only on Blood. Only on Blood Syndicate. Only on Blood Syndicate.
This is Cap. This is Cap. D. Smith. This is Cap. This is
Hey, no, Uncle Jack. We need him to do the racist guy who going after interracial daters. That one Milestone issue. That's what we need to get after. For Milestone, man.
But we haven't even see. They're so behind in the books. We don't even know who that guy fucking is.
We don't know what's going on with.
But if it happens, we're going to the theaters to support it, bro.
Yeah,
it doesn't gotta be. Oh man, Blank Man, they should have
been. I'm so glad he brought this up.
But I like Blank Man as being like the black kick-ass. I like that.
Yes,
okay.
bro. He's a blur. And I thought about this the other day. Call it Hero on a Budget. and he's the low budget hero.
Listen, man, he had the fucking
got the gadgets and everything.
He had the cake mixer.
Everything.
His brother was called the other guy. Say goodbye to other guy. No, Blank Man
he would work as a comedy, bro.
It could work as a comedy.
See, Milestone should. Oh man, if I ran the company, I would get Meteor Man and I would get Blank Man.
Blank Man should have been trademarked. They should have been making a Blank Man comic book.
Yeah.
Meteor Man should have had a comic book run too.
Yeah, man. But
he deserved more. Robert Townsend deserved more.
That was a good. That was a low key good movie for that time period and how storytelling was told. It was really good.
It was good. Put some respect on his name, man.
And an original character too. A totally original character. But
basically, we're packing up DC, bro. They're cooked.
They're cooked.
We're saying all that to say it's over.
What does that look like, though? What is that like? The end of that look like? Like what's happening? Do they go down quiet? Is it a movie every year? Like, what does it look like?
James Gunn makes it interesting.
He does. He shakes it up.
James Gunn makes it interesting. He's the last hope.
Yes.
And I think his job is to fix it so they can sell it to NBC Universal.
Yep.
Get their money and get the fuck out of there.
And why do I imagine them? Why do I imagine them running?
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say
with a briefcase full of money. The money is flying out as everything burns behind them. Just
wow.
That could be it. I think the first thing they should do. And all right, Meteor Man has a comic book. I need to.
I'm
90s
run. The 90s run. Yeah, he partnered with Marvel. He does. He should have a sequel series. He should have some more for sure.
Okay.
Merch, well, what I was gonna say, my bad, brothers. The first thing they should target over there is critical acclaim. That's the first priority.
Yeah.
Make it good. Make the product good, and then make the money. If it's good, it's gonna make money. We don't got to chase no more trends. Focus on making the product as good as you can make it in order to get people willing to spend their money.
Absolutely.
A lot of this shit goes off of hearsay in the first place anyways. If there's money behind it and it's good, people are going to go see it. The Batman might not have made $1 billion, but what they did, they ticked that box of critical acclaim to where enough people saw it and enough people liked it for them to be able to eat on that and hope that they can make money the next time around. Who went to see Batman Begins in 2005? Like, I mean, I don't really remember going. I didn't go to see Batman Begins.
No, it wasn't huge like that. No,
but it was good enough. It was good enough, and they treated that property with enough care to where the next time around it was like, yo, this is something that I need to see. I need to see this fucking movie. And then after you saw The Dark Knight, I saw Batman Begins after I saw The Dark Knight. And then it was like, oh shit, this is a good movie that came out before a great movie.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense. More people saw Dark Knight over Batman Begins.
And then going into the third movie, it was like, we all had enough time to see both of them, and now the champagne was on ice before The Dark Knight Rises even came out. So
absolutely, yep,
true.
Get with a director that cares about what they're doing and cares about their brand as a director, and then figure out how to make the money. Make the product first, and then figure out how to make the money, dog.
I agree.
You know what I mean, DMX said it in Belly. He said, put the weed in the bag and then sell it.
Straight up. That's true.
DC is going to try to sell the weed out the bag.
handfuls. Just
handfuls. And then put the crumbs in the bag to resell it.
Put the weed in the bag and then get money. That's how you do it, bro. Like, they hustling backwards.
You're right. They did.
Ass backwards.
I don't know if you can get you're not going to get a Jordan Peele. You're not going to get anybody like that. James Gunn is cool, but James Gunn needs an ally in this to be able to make something good first.
And somebody distinguishable besides himself. You need other visions besides funny comedy, kill people.
I mean, that's what Matt Reeves is doing right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's the formula. How y'all feel about that? Y'all agree with that?
Matt Reeves, I mean, that's his style, right? So like the Batman is very Dawn of the Planet of the Apes kind of style. Thematically, it's not really outside of his wheelhouse. Deep themes, the riddles, all that stuff is very Matt Reeves. I haven't seen James Gunn make a serious film before.
He did
but he is a fan.
He did the Superman forgot that joint.
Brightburn?
The dark Superman turn.
Yeah. Brightburn.
Which felt very Snyder-ish.
Yeah, I was literally about to say it feels more like a Zack Snyder movie.
It felt very Snyder.
That was shot in every.
I mean, comedy people have a very dark view. So,
yes.
I get what you're saying. Serious, but not dark. There's a difference between being serious and being dark.
And being dark, absolutely, like inspiring in a sense. I haven't seen James Gunn do something like like the Batman. Straight up, like I don't think James Gunn can make the Batman.
Who did Shazam? Who did Shazam?
I don't know if there was anyone specific. Let me check.
I can't remember who did. I mean, Shazam was fairly well done, man. It was
good.
But
that's a level of tone that they should start to set, because that or at least some of their movies, again, different pieces from different places.
I mean, Taika Waititi liked it. That's for sure.
I saw that look. Yep. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm disappointed we didn't get that Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Superman.
David Sandberg.
What else has he done?
David Sandberg.
Horror. Lights Out. Annabelle.
Oh shit!
He's a horror guy.
So
he did the first Annabelle.
These are similar names.
That's interesting though. That is interesting.
There was a horror element to the
Shazam. The first
there was.
Yeah.
It wasn't
the greed and all that
heavy.
Shit. Yeah.
I wonder if you just let Homeboy go off, because that guy's funny.
So
the Shazam just go.
Just have fun. There is no script. Just go.
I mean, sometimes that works.
Yeah.
So
ad-libbing does play off.
Do you think that? I mean, we'll get a Suicide Squad 3. Mm-hmm. Does Peacemaker? Is it possible for Peacemaker to be a transcendent character as far as marketing, branding, and actually getting that push to cross over in a sense?
Needs a hit movie
to an extent. Yes, I would. I think he does have some cross appeal.
John Cena killed that part. He killed it.
He definitely has crossover appeal, just limited market because it's R.
Yes, exactly.
He's full R.
And we already got Deadpool.
Yep. Full R. They need someone like Iron Man. That's like across PG-13.
PG-13.
Oh, you hit everything.
It's supposed to be Superman, but you see the current state he's in.
We need something outside of the trio, but still with a big enough name.
Yeah, like they should have gone like they need to go
John Stewart, Green Lantern.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too, but I'm not like I want John, but I don't know if I trust him with John.
Yeah, they need to go obscure character, but big actor.
Black Adam.
Iron Man was not.
Well, he was a B-ranked hero before.
Iron Man was a B-ranked hero.
They need a B-ranked hero.
But again, this goes back to what I said before, bro. Like Iron Man was a good movie first.
Of course,
the priority behind that was making it a good movie. The success of Iron Man was based on hearsay. Enough people 100%. Went to see it when it came out and were like, yo, this is a really good movie, dog. You need to go see Iron Man. Oh, shit, yeah. Iron Man? All right, cool. Let me go see Iron Man. Hey, did you go see Iron Man? Let me tell my mom about Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I say scrap movies for a while and just focus on shows.
That's a good idea.
Because I don't know where they should start. I think that they still have enough in the Flash bucket and the Stargirl bucket. I mean, it's on this 3rd season, and the Superman and Lois bucket that you can probably pull something together.
I would say they need to just write a good roadmap, because at this point you have a bunch of idiots driving around in circles. Everyone's shouting out directions, and they're all going there, and it's leading to dead ends. What it is they need a good roadmap.
Like the Joker was good, but it led to what? Another Joker movie?
A dead end.
There's nothing else you can do with it but make another Joker movie.
I mean, it made money.
Less money, but you're gonna put it out and then make less money. Respectfully, you're not gonna get nominated for Best Picture. I don't think you're not gonna get nominated for Best Director, and Joaquin Phoenix would have to do a lot of heavy lifting to get that same critical.
They should just go like crazy and make Joker like Flashpoint. Just like don't even follow shit. Just
honestly, yeah. Let's just make it a mess.
Let's go nuts.
Let's just fuck it up. Let's just fuck it up. Let's just fuck it up.
If you can't watch a good movie or an all right movie, people love a train wreck. Love it. Lean into it. Lean into the train wreck.
Okay. So with that being said, final question of the night here: does Flashpoint get released?
Yeah, it's coming out next year. They're not in the pre-production on that.
Okay.
I think right now they're still just sitting in a room trying to figure out how do they.
Has the movie ever been out where the main character was in jail while it was in a?
He ain't in jail. I think he's got mental illness. He's in therapy right now, according to them.
Dang, that must be nice.
But how do you put out a movie? How do you get Ezra Miller on the red carpet for the premiere of this movie though? How do you do that?
I would love to be on Twitter that day.
You don't do a red carpet premiere. You put it in the theaters and let the audience decide they want to see it or not.
So we gonna do a New Mutants and just say, hey, it's out, go see it.
Double down on Michael Keaton and the Supergirl.
True. Yeah. Say, right. Oh, Ezra couldn't be here. He's still dealing with but unfortunately, you do a little video package. You would
Hi guys.
Shit up, bro.
Keep him.
I like to think I can see the theaters right now. I like to thank each and one of you for coming to see my movie. Half the theater people leave.
Things are going well. I am better.
He's going to be on Is he going to be on
a jail? Hey, he's in a straight jacket. He's in a straight jacket. He's in a straight jacket.
Be on the jailhouse phone with his hand on the glass.
Is he imitating his scene from Justice League? Is that what you're trying to say? Like
Barry
art?
Is that what we're doing here, bro? So if that movie comes out, like Krypton was cool, but
spin-off movie
on the Sci-Fi Network. The Sci-Fi Network.
That's another example.
Rudderless.
Yeah.
Kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
My head.
That shit was gangster, bro.
That shit was, bro.
That shit was
oh my god.
Going in all different directions.
No, but listen, you will kneel before Zod. I've never seen an episode of that show, but I've seen that clip 20 times, dog.
Yeah.
I saw that clip. Like, bro, he Crypt on the Sci-Fi Network.
He killed that shit, bro.
On the Sci-Fi Network.
I don't know what the fuck they do in these TV deals, man.
Krypton ain't even on Max.
Dion, what are they doing, bro?
I don't know what.
Rudderless.
The shows there's more and more shows as we go through the freaking episode.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Everybody just point at a direction and we'll get there somehow.
So this movie comes out and then Aquaman comes out. But after that, does the Snyderverse end? Is that when we get into the James Gunn verse?
That's the last of those films produced after I think those are the last of the Walter Hamada era films.
Hurry up and put them out. Just
And
hurry
Jeff
up
Johns.
and put them out.
I think that's it.
Hurry up and put them out.
Seriously, just hurry up and put them out.
Is there a cut of Flashpoint without Ezra Miller?
No.
They they're not working
just
on
leave
that
the
right
mask
now.
on.
They put a full cowl. Flash gets a full cowl mask.
You say leave it on.
I mean, they can't do what they did with Army of the Dead and like CGI him out and just CGI
I think it's too much money, man. It's too
another
much money.
actor. No,
it's a lot of money.
And then there's scenes where there's another version of him, bro.
There's multiple versions of him in the
crazy
film.
part. Like, talking about investing in someone, they let him play multiple people.
Yep.
And you know, and
they hit his ass for the damn Grindelwald, the Fantastic Beast. They hit his ass in that shit.
And all of this.
Yeah.
And we never got Cyborg. They just swept my man under the rug.
Cyborg was supposed to been had a movie.
This might be the chance.
Nah, I don't like Cyborg.
Ray Fisher ain't coming back for that, man.
He ain't coming back?
Nah, man.
Ray Fisher ain't coming back, bro.
I
feel bad, dude. I hope he's not blacklisted, man.
I think it's what you're saying. Batman Beyond verse.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Batman Beyond verse. There was an older Superman there. There was an older Justice League in there. Just go Batman Beyond verse.
Oh, but it's
exciting.
Like, what are we gonna do after that, though? What are we going? Are we
get
the
taste that everyone's talking about?
Listen,
it's in the future. It's cool. You got all these options.
Yep, it's in the future. We can do. Honestly, yeah. Hey, he's right. He's right. We in the future. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do from that point on.
It could be anyone.
From that point
on,
be
some good ass writing because I ain't.
That'd be really good writing. That's the.
I ain't saying I mean I know that there's a Justice League in there, and I've seen them before, but.
And use it. Don't use all those IPs that are everywhere now with the future shit. Just go fuck every other verse, future verse, Batman Beyond verse. Just don't make anything else.
Again. They could do Static again. Either the 52 version or his older version.
I don't even give a fuck. I just want Adam.
I mean, I know they're not. I'm just saying.
I agree. Yeah, let's just do something to wash this off. Like we just need a hard stop on all of this shit. So, but yeah, bro.
Anyone can cameo. Fuck it. Make it a show. Make it 5 seasons of that bitch, and we'll forget about everything else.
Hey, I feel your creative theory world.
We'll just throw a chip in there like we used to do in the 50s.
Real talk. Like, just us having this conversation is giving these motherfuckers too many ideas that we're not gonna get paid for.
They ain't gonna listen. Oh, that's a good idea.
They'll do the opposite of that.
WandaVision was in a podcast. I was on a YouTube show. WandaVision. Someone said that shit.
Someone said about WandaVision.
Someone said that shit. Someone said that shit about doing a 60s era thing about while Wanda's coping with the death of Vision. And it was from like 2014.
That shit's in the air, bro. 2014.
No, they definitely copied that shit. I'm like, y'all copied the fuck out of this. Damn. They definitely copied that shit.
Damn. Cyborg was too light. Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Josh Whedon. Hey, Josh.
Damn.
Jay the Blurred, yo.
Big shout out to Josh Whedon on that one, man. Big shout out to Josh Whedon.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Beyond the
true,
verse,
bro. He was
Batman Beyond verse.
Yep.
That's in the future.
Beyond verse, yeah.
Terry Mack.
Terry Mack, it is.
Terry Mack.
What up?
Starting quarterback for the DCEU, Terry Mack.
Terry Mack. Rebuild after that.
And fuck it. Black Adam can still be there. He's
Black Adam can do his thing.
He just has futuristic clothes now.
Yeah.
Yo, on that note, brothers, I gotta wrap it up, man.
Man.
We gotta wrap it up, bro. I think I got about 4 weeks left in class, bro. We can link up. The end of the year episode of this podcast is gonna be very interesting, man.
It's gonna be lit.
It's
very
gonna be fun,
interesting, man. Real talk.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. But hey, I appreciate all you listeners out there, viewers out there, Creative Theory World. Thanks for popping in. Jay the Blur, thanks for coming in, man. Like, really appreciate you guys, man. Charles, D. Smith, Uncle Jack, man. Like always, man. Always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure, brother. Hey, y'all, brother.
All right.
Peace.
All right, be safe.
All right. Be safe, y'all. Peace. Have a good night.